And we're getting the first look at this year's statewide test results with the release of preliminary data from the Department of Education. Now, this is for grades 3 through 8 in English, language arts, math, and science. And
this data, of course, very important anytime, but especially after the pandemic, where we heard about the learning loss that's out there. Isabel Garcia joins us now with what one local academic expert had to say. Izzy.
Yes, good evening to both of you. It's quite the bird's eye view, if you will, taking a look at these testing results, with local districts now starting to enter into a review and verification process. But it can tell us some key points about how our students are faring academically and how we can continue to move towards a better course. Susan Starron is the director at Sylvan Learning, a tutoring center with locations in Pittsford and Greece. She tells me the results show there have been some improvements from what was often referred to as the pandemic learning loss. There's been a little bit of an uptick from last year's results, but generally students are still hovering around 50% proficiency for grades 3 through 8 for both math and ELA.
It's challenging because COVID made a big impact on families, but at the same time, expectations are rising. So we have a deficiency in terms of some of the skills that kids have, but then we also have a rise in terms of expectations.
With a rapidly changing landscape in education, Starron encourages parents, caregivers, families, and others to really get involved in their child's school career, which can be daunting for some, but there is always help available, and it's okay to seek those resources. She points to the advancement of AI being used in schools and kids in general, to also the bell-to-bell cell phone changes set to be in place for this school year.
We're relying more on technology to help our kids learn, but we're trying to remove the distractibility that comes with technology too. So it's kind of a tricky balance, you know. We found that still the magic of education is in the teacher, having a person bring information to life for kids.
The goal is to keep the students thriving and continue to develop and hone their skills, while also helping to, of course, bring up students testing lower than proficient so they can also reach that proficiency level. Starron explains reaching that level of proficiency also provides the child with an increased confidence and more independence.
We want kids to be more critical thinkers, so the expectations on the New York State test reflect that. It's not just concrete facts and details, math facts, things like that. It's really utilizing those skills to be a thinker. What can I take from this? How can I synthesize it? How can I relate it to my own life? And those higher level thinking skills are hard for kids.
Foundational skills certainly crucial, that Starron had emphasized. Now, according to the New York State Department of Education, a more in-depth breakdown of scores by county, districts, and more will be uploaded to the data site in November. So this really is a wide overview of what these assessments show. For now, reporting in the studio, Isabel Garcia, News 8.